Hey guys, it's hard to believe it's been almost 30 years since the show first aired. We're curious to see what Marlon, Shawn, and the rest of the cast are up to these days. Get ready for a fun look back at how they've changed, with then and now photos, their real names, and ages. Hit that subscribe button and see if you still recognize the whole crew. Let's go. Number 1. Shawn Williams as Shawn Williams. Shawn's got his eye on the prize. He's climbing the corporate ladder by day, but by night, he's chasing his dream of being a comedian and actor. This dude's always hustling for a side gig or a quick way to make a name for himself. It's all about balance for Shawn, juggling seriousness at work with cracking jokes to lighten the mood. Out of the Williams brothers, Shawn's the voice of reason. His little brother Marlon might get into trouble a lot, but Shawn's there to clean up the mess. He's the responsible one, always looking out for Marlon. Sure, they compete for girls sometimes, and it can cause some friction, but family always comes first. No matter what, these brothers have each other's backs. Marlon Williams isn't one to sit around. He's been busy acting in movies like Requiem for a Dream, G.I. Joe, and The Heat. He even brought back his own TV show called Marlon. On top of that, he wrote, produced, and starred in the movie 50 Shades of Black. WAYANS got his start in showbiz as a DJ on a wacky comedy show called In Living Color. His older brother, Keenen Ivory Wayans, created the show. After that, WAYANS landed his own acting gig alongside his younger brother in The WAYANS Bros. This sitcom was about two brothers who were obsessed with girls and lived with their oddball dad. WAYANS became a movie star by playing funny and strange characters. Everyone remembers his hilarious performances in the Scary Movie spoofs and the Goofy Movie dance flick. He's definitely one of the funniest actors out there. Shawn Williams played by Shawn Williams when he was 24 years old, and now he is 53 years old. Number 2. Marlon Williams as Marlon Williams. Marlon's the opposite of his brother Shawn. Where Shawn's all about plans and responsibility, Marlon lives in the moment. Sometimes that means hilarious, awkward situations for both of them, leaving Shawn with a headache. Marlon's a walking mess of crazy ideas and impulsive actions, the king of getting himself and Shawn into trouble. But hey, he's got a heart of gold and a humor that can't be beat. Shawn might call him lazy for always getting into scraps, but Marlon's got big dreams too. He wants to be an actor, a shining star on stage or screen. Even with his love for laughs and chaos, Marlon's serious about making it big in showbiz. Marlon Williams, once known for his laid-back attitude, has been anything but idle. He's made a name for himself in films like Requiem for a Dream, G.I. Joe, The Rise of Cobra, and The Heat, and even returned to the small screen with his comedy series, Marlon. His talents don't stop there. He's also the writer, producer, and star of the comedy 50 Shades of Black. Marlon Williams, coming from a family brimming with artistic talent, made his acting debut in his brother Keenen Ivory's film I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. He and his brother Shawn left their mark on television by creating the sitcom The WAYANS Bros and co-writing the spoof Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. His role in Requiem for a Dream was a turning point, showcasing his dramatic chops, but he quickly pivoted back to comedy with Scary Movie and its sequel, which he co-wrote and starred in alongside Shawn Williams. After working on a series of parody films like A Haunted House and 50 Shades of Black, Marlon made a comeback to TV with the family sitcom Marlon on Amazon. Marlon Williams played by Marlon Williams when he was 23 years old, and now he is 52 years old. Number 3. John Witherspoon as John Williams' pops, the Williams brothers' dad, is a tough old bird. He's not big on talking, and when he does, it's usually short, sharp, and to the point. Don't expect sugarcoating from Pops. He'll tell you exactly what's on his mind. But beneath that gruff exterior lies a heart of gold. Pops is a rock for his sons, always there with unwavering support and wisdom. Now, Pops has a unique sense of style. He thinks he's a real snazzy dresser, with his flashy clothes and those white-pointed shoes the boys love to rag on. The shirts practically glow in the dark, and the bow ties wouldn't be out of place on a magician. Even if Marlon and Shawn don't quite get his fashion choices, they know Pops marches to the beat of his own drum. Raised in a family of 11 with his brother William, John Witherspoon always had a creative spark. While their father ran the family diner, John and William pursued music together. William's talents later landed him a successful career as a songwriter and producer at Motown. John, on the other hand, took a different artistic path. He found his niche in acting, appearing in films like Next Friday and The Ladies' Man, starring on TV shows like The Boondocks and The First Family, and all the while keeping his stand-up comedy roots alive. Witherspoon's comedic talents extended to television with his role as Spoon on The Tracy Morgan Show in 2003. He then lent his voice to the iconic character of Robert Granddad Freeman on the adult animated series The Boondocks, starting in 2005. His impressive career even landed him a spot alongside comedy legend Eddie Murphy in the 2011 film 1,000 Words. John Witherspoon's close friendship with talk show host David Letterman, who became the godfather to his son, speaks volumes about his warmth and humor that resonated beyond the stage and screen. John Williams played by John Witherspoon when he was 53 years old. Sadly, on October 29, 2019, Witherspoon died of a heart attack at his home in Sherman Oaks, California. He was 77 years old. Number 4, Anna Maria Horsford as Deirdre Baxter D., the building manager, ain't got time for games. She's tough but fair, and learned from life to keep things in order. Marlon likes to mess with her, calling her funny names, but Dee can handle herself. Deep down, though, she'd maybe like a nice guy in her life. Luckily, fate steps in with Kenny, the stockbroker, who totally steals her heart. She's more than just the building manager, though. She's like a guardian for the whole apartment complex. She's seen it all, from the Williams brothers' crazy antics to their friends coming and going. She's even helped the police catch a bad guy once. Dee's a tough cookie with a heart of gold, always looking out for everyone. After proving her mettle as a security guard, Dee Baxter, Anna, found herself landing one acting gig after another. She graced the silver screen in films like Minority Report and A Medea Christmas, and her talent shone through on numerous TV shows. Her performances in The Shield and The Bold and the Beautiful were so captivating that they earned her Emmy nominations. Her journey continued with roles in a series of music-themed dramas. She portrayed the strong-willed Diane Boyd in Our Family Wedding, took charge as the office manager Ms. Helen in the family sitcom Read Between the Lines, and brought to life the character of Eileen, Medea's niece, in Tyler Perry's A Medea Christmas. Each role showcased her versatility and cemented her status as a beloved figure in entertainment. Deirdre Baxter played by Anna Maria Horsford when she was 47 years old, and now she is 76 years old. Number 5. Phil Lewis as TCTC is a walking fashion explosion, just like Pops. This dude's got his own unique style, and it's not for the faint of heart. Suede suits, gold chains, platform shoes, you name it, TC owns it. And let's not forget the bling, diamond rings and a gold tooth that catches the light. Marlon and Shawn can't resist teasing him about his flashy clothes, just like they do with their dad. But TC's got more to him than just his wardrobe. He's got a ton of energy, always up for a good time, and loves a good joke. He's the friend who keeps things fun and brings excitement wherever he goes. He might dress loud, but his personality's even louder. After his time on the show, Phil took on multiple roles behind the scenes and in front of the camera for Disney Channel, contributing to hits like the Sweet Life series. He also made memorable appearances in a classic sitcom spin-off and had roles in well-known films, including a dark comedy and a popular comedy adventure. Following a difficult period in his life, Phil bounced back, resuming his active involvement in the entertainment industry. He's now dedicating his time to nurturing new talent through an actors camp and focusing on various projects off-screen, continuing to make a positive impact in the world of acting. Thelonious Capricornio, played by Phil Lewis when he was 27 years old, and now he is 56 years old. Number 6. Lela Rochon. As Lisa's the brains of the bunch. She's not your typical character. This woman is a successful business whiz with a head for innovation. She's always coming up with new ideas to get ahead, and her smarts make her a powerhouse in the business world. But Lisa's not all work and no play. She's got a wild side, too, a sense of adventure that makes her super fun to be around. She's not scared to take chances and try new things, which can sometimes lead to hilarious situations, but that's just Lisa being Lisa. Lela Rochon hitched up with director Antoine Fuqua in 1999. Things were going great until she sadly lost a baby around the 5-month mark. Lela opened up about it later, saying something like, "Having a miscarriage messes with your whole head. My next pregnancy, everyone was on edge, me included. Every late-night call from me had my family freaking out." She blamed herself for a while, which happens way too often. But the most important thing she learned is to listen to her body. Lela ended up having 2 beautiful kids and decided her family came first. Even though she had to say no to some acting jobs, she didn't completely quit. She's popped up here and there on screen, with her most recent gig in 2019 on a show called David Makes Man. There's a rumor she might be back in a movie called Boomeranged, a follow-up to that 1992 movie. Right now, though, it seems like Lela's enjoying life out of the Hollywood hustle. Her Instagram is all about family time and adventures. Some folks might think she should have chased more big acting roles, but Lela shows that being a huge star isn't everything. While that Boomeranged movie might be the only thing on her plate right now, it seems like she'll keep popping up in things here and there. Lisa played by Lela Rochon when she was 31 years old, and now she is 59 years old. Number 7. Paula Jai Parker, as Monique kind of blew through her trust fund, so she took a surprising job at a card shop. This chick's got money, but she isn't afraid to get her hands dirty. She was only on the show for a season, but she definitely held her own, especially in a war of words with Shawn. They were always trading witty jabs. But what really made Monique interesting was the mystery around her. She seemed way out of reach, like a dream girl, especially for Marlon, who totally fell for her. Marlon, being Marlon, couldn't resist going after Monique. He tried everything to win her over, but it always felt just out of reach. Their whole will they, won't they thing was pretty funny to watch, adding a whole new layer to the show. Parker showed her acting range by landing a serious role in Tang, an episode of the HBO series Cosmic Slop back in 1994. She even won a Cable Ace Award, like an Emmy for cable TV for Best Actress. On the big screen, Parker wasn't the main star, but she played important parts in movies like F. Gary Gray's Friday and that creepy horror flick Tales from the Hood in 1995. The next year, she was in Spike Lee's movie Get on the Bus. She also found time for TV, appearing regularly on the WAYANS Bros sitcom from 1995 to 1996. These days, Parker's rocking family life as a wife and mom, but she's also got a role in an upcoming thriller called Paranoia. Sounds exciting. Monique played by Paula Jai when she was 26 years old, and now she is 54 years old. Number 8. Jeanette DuBois as Grandma Ellington. Grandma Ellington and Pops weren't exactly best friends when their kids got married. These two clashed a lot, always trading playful jabs. But you know how it goes with family. Under all that teasing, there was love. Over time, they actually grew close. Grandma Ellington needed a place to stay for a while, and lucky for her, Marlon and Shawn opened their doors. It wasn't forever, though, and she eventually found her own apartment nearby. She even tried living in a retirement home, but that wasn't her style. In a sweet move, Shawn, Marlon, and even Pops all pitched in to help her find a new place closer to them. See, family sticks together. Jeanette DuBois, an actress whose infectious humor and soulful voice graced screens for decades, was more than just the iconic Willona Woods from the beloved sitcom Good Times. Her career encompassed a diverse range of talents, showcasing her as a skilled actress, singer, and producer. While DuBois will forever be associated with the quick-witted and stylish Willona, her resume extends far beyond that single role. She ventured into action films, adding a touch of sass to the high-octane world of Charlie's Angels, Full Throttle. Her vocal talents shone brightly in the animated series The PJs, where she delivered performances so captivating they earned her not one, but 2 Emmy Awards for outstanding voiceover performance. DuBois' artistic reach extended beyond acting. Her musical contributions graced the soundtracks of films like Next Friday, and even the sci-fi mystery The X-Files I Want to Believe, demonstrating the versatility of her creative spirit. But her talents weren't limited to performing or contributing behind the scenes. DuBois also ventured into producing, bringing the comedy film The Smell of Success to life. Grandma Ellington played by Jeanette DuBois when she was 64 years old. Unfortunately, DuBois died on February 17, 2020 of cardiac arrest at her residence in Glendale, California. Number 9. Germaine Hopkins as Dupree's the funny friend on the Wayans brothers. This bigger dude can take a joke, especially when it comes to Shawn and Marlon teasing him about his weight. He doesn't hold a grudge, though, and always stays positive. Dupree shows up in a bunch of episodes, cracking jokes and keeping things lighthearted. He's a cool dude who can dish it out and take it, making him a fun part of the show. Germaine Hopkins, best known for his role as the tough student Thomas Sams in the 1989 movie Lean on Me, faced a harsh reality far removed from the classroom. He was arrested in Arizona on drug charges after allegedly attempting to buy a staggering 200 pounds of marijuana from an undercover police officer. Following the deal, a search of his apartment revealed an additional 100 pounds. This resulted in 2 felony charges against Hopkins: possession, transportation, and intent to sell marijuana. These charges could have landed him in prison for up to 5 years. However, in a turn of events, Hopkins reportedly pleaded guilty to felony possession. Thankfully for him, the judge opted for a more lenient sentence, suspending his 4-month prison term and placing him on supervised probation for 24 months. Dupree played by Germaine Hopkins when he was 23 years old, and now he is 50 years old. Number 10. Daryl Heath as Reggie's the goofy friend on the Wayans brothers. He hangs out with Shawn and Marlon, and let's just say he's one of a kind. This dude's got a super weird sense of humor and a way of acting that's totally out there. Whenever Reggie shows up, you know things are about to get funny. His interactions with Shawn and Marlon are hilarious because they're all super close, even though they poke fun at each other all the time. He might not be on the show all the time, but Reggie definitely leaves a lasting impression. He adds a whole new level of laughter to the show with his unique brand of weirdness. Daryl Heath is an actor known for his versatility and comedic timing. He started his career with notable appearances in films like Don't Be a Menace to South Central While Drinking Your Juice in the Hood, where he played Toothpick, and Woo, where he portrayed the character Hop. Heath's filmography also includes Black Dynamite and a flashback role in Barbed Wire. On television, Heath has lent his voice to several characters in the animated series Family Guy and has appeared in sitcoms such as The Jamie Foxx Show and My Wife and Kids. His work extends beyond acting, with credits in writing for shows like La Fapalooza and the 2001 MTV Video Music Awards, as well as producing the comedy video Get Up, Stand Up. Throughout his career, Daryl Heath has shown a strong presence both on screen and off, contributing to the entertainment industry with his dynamic performances and creative talents. Reggie was played by Daryl Heath when he was 30 years old, and now he is 58 years old. We hope this look back at the Wayans brothers brought back some smiles. Who else from the 90s would you love to see featured on the channel? Hit that subscribe button and tell us in the comments which classic TV show cast you'd like to revisit next.